Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello students, welcome to second PUC Business Studies online classes. Students, in the previous class we have studied about the personal selling, the meaning, then features, merits of personal selling, isn't it? Then we took up role of personal selling, then importance of personal selling. Under that we have studied that is importance to businessman. Today let us move on to the next, that is importance to customers. Importance to customers. We can study under three heads. Importance to society is their third one. So we will take up the second one now, that is importance to customers. Let me remind you, salesmanship, it is an art of winning the buyer's confidence for seller's house and goods, and thereby winning a regular and permanent customer, right? Yes. So we have to make sure that the customer will give repeated, that is visits to your shop. But nowadays gone are the days standing in front of the shop and calling the people, attracting the people. All these are getting reduced because digital technology has advanced in such a way that you can log in at midnight also. You can do the selection, you can place the order, you can make e-payment, and goods will reach your doorsteps, isn't it? So that is online shopping now gaining importance because especially COVID, isn't it, very difficult nowadays. If you go to shop, there will not be social, that is distance. So you have to make sure that you should be protected, you should get protected yourself, isn't it, from others. So for that, online shopping the best way, but still there are some loopholes, like when the person comes to your doorsteps, whether he is free from any such problems, that is also there. But still we can avoid going outside and getting into trouble, right? Yes. So now let us take up the importance to customers. First one is helps in identifying needs. Helps in identifying needs. I made it very clear the difference between needs and wants, right? Needs and wants. Want is culturally defined, correct? Need is anything for that matter. I am thirsty, that is need. I may have juice, I may have coffee, or I may have milk, or I may have something else, maybe Red Bulls, isn't it? Can't say. So which quenches my thirst, that I will use, and which I like, I will go for that. Like I am hungry, I may have roti if myself is North Indian, isn't it? Or I may have rice if myself is South Indian. So depends upon the culture that is developed by the person or the people. So wants are culturally defined, but needs are not. That is the inner urge to have something or to satisfy, isn't it? To satisfy, you can use whatever depending upon your culture or your habit, that is called want. So helps in identifying needs when a prospect enters the shop, isn't it? Then it is the duty of a salesman to make sure that he will go out by concluding a deal. For that he has to take all the steps. So when he takes all the steps means here he has to segregate whatever is required for the prospect. What is his need? Whether he wants to buy a shirt, whether he wants to buy a pant piece, isn't it, or whether he wants to buy sari for his maybe wife, isn't it? So it depends upon the sales. It is a duty of salesman to get the information whatever is required for the prospect and making sure that the person will buy, and then he will go out. Sometimes it happens that prospect will enter without purchasing anything, he will go out. So that situation is also there. So salesman, he helps in identifying the needs. Most of the times in malls you might have seen 2 or 3 bays, 1 or 2 salesmen will be there. When the customer gets confused, he will ask for the help, and salesman will come and he will sort out all the problems. He will give information regarding what is the product, isn't it? All these things, everything will be explained by the salesman because he is expert in the field. That is one of the advantages or importance to customer. Second one is latest market information. Latest market information. Market information. That is, salesman is the person who will remain in direct contact with the customers. So whatever the trend that is there in the market, salesman knows it better than any other person, because when he speaks to the customers, casually he will get all the information. He collects all the information that are required for the manufacturer. Then that particular information will be passed on to the manufacturer, and depending upon the information received from the salesman, that is a retail outlet, the manufacturer plans his production. So getting latest market information is possible only for a salesman because he is in direct contact with the customers. He speaks to the customers for hours together, isn't it? While speaking, he will speak everything like personal information also he will collect, isn't it? And what are the requirements, what is the price, at what price they need, whether the product is good, whether it satisfies all the needs, whether the product is worth for there is a price fixed on it. All these things the salesman will inquire, and he will collect information from the customers, which is valuable information because it is the latest one that is collected from the market itself, which is paramount importance to the manufacturer to plan his schedule of production. So that is another importance of that is a salesmanship or personal selling. Third one, expert advice. Expert advice. When there is a problem of selection of product, customer may call for the help of salesman, and he is expert in the field. He knows the in and out of each and every product. He will explain in a better way. If there is a requirement, then he will do the demonstration also there itself. That is showing how the product works, isn't it? Sometimes you might have seen in busy streets, some people, they will have some small machines like chopping onions, isn't it? Chopping potato, preparing potato wafers. They will have some vegetables with them in front of you. They will do the demonstration. That is, they will show how the product works, isn't it? They will show how to cut, how to chop the vegetables in an easy way and without loss of time, correct, and with safety. So when the person gives clear, that is information to the customers, the customer may think of buying the product. So that is another importance of salesmanship or personal selling to the customers. Fourth one is induces customers. Induces customers. What do you mean by induce? Inducing means like forcing, isn't it? He will not force, but indirectly he forces to buy the product, or it persuades or changes the minds of the customers, the prospects. Induces the customer. So here the salesman, what he will do is he will show all the positive aspects of the product, and he will give all the information regarding the benefits of the product, how to use it, how to get maximum satisfaction from the product. All these things will be explained by the salesman, so that the customer concludes a sale deal. So it induces the customers. That is another, that is importance to the customers of the salesman. Then now let us move on to the third part, importance to society. Importance to society, that is general public, isn't it? Importance of salesmanship to society. First one is converts latest demand. Converts latest demand. Latest demand. What is demand? Desire for a commodity supported by money income, ability to pay and willingness to use. Am I correct? So when the customer comes with demand for the product, then the salesmanship's job will be very easy, isn't it? Instead of creating desire, already he has a desire to buy, then first part of the work will be done. Salesman's job will be easy then, isn't it? Here, salesman converts latest demand. That means the customers, that is, he tries to increase the sale. So he converts the prospective demand into effective demand by giving all the information about the product, which helps the customers or the society to plan accordingly and to get the best product and increasing the standard of living of them. They can increase their standard of living by using the best quality product, isn't it? So that is importance to the society. Next one is employment opportunities. Of course, you might have seen in newspapers, required urgently, age limit, isn't it? 18 to 65, qualification 10th pass, minimum qualification 10th pass. Everything will be provided, EPF, gratuity, everything will be provided, isn't it? Walk-in, people will go, mostly insurance or any service, services or any other product for that matter, they will give you the opportunity, like medical representatives, sales representatives, isn't it? So these people, they will visit a number of, that is, wholesalers or retailers outlet. They will collect the orders from them and they will place those orders with the wholesalers or the manufacturers. So employment opportunity in the sense, many people work in the, that is, sales, in the field of sales, isn't it? They can become sales managers, area sales managers, or sales representatives, sales executives, medical representatives. All these are the employment opportunities available to the society because of salesmanship. As there is personal selling concept is there, the people can venture in that and they can earn their livelihood, isn't it? The next one is career opportunities. See here, employment means again when the sales increases, through the personal selling, if sales increases, then there will be more production, more demand, isn't it? So more employment opportunities, the industries will prosper, the business will prosper and the quantity of sales will increase and there will be more employment opportunities. Here career opportunities, there are many, that is nowadays diploma in sales, isn't it, or marketing management. All these are there. The universities, they are providing different degrees to the people. They give training, isn't it? So in-house training, or they will be sent to some business and they will be given a target. You have to sell this product, this much you should sell. Practical experience will be given to the students who join the university. So what happens is that there will be good opportunity for them to build their career in the sales. So that is another, that is importance of salesmanship. Next one is mobility of salespeople. Mobility of salespeople. Of course, there will be a lot of travel, isn't it? Mostly when they call for that is job openings in sales field, there will be a condition: the candidate should have four-wheeler or two-wheeler driving license, isn't it? Or he or she should have the habit of traveling to distant places and must be willing to travel across India or something like that, isn't it? They will give, they will put some conditions, because salesman's job is not only standing at the counter and explaining to the customers, but also going outside, creating demand for the product, or collecting information, market information, standing in busy streets, taking interviews or doing survey, isn't it? So that we will get latest marketing information which will help for marketing research. So here, when the people travel from one place to another place, salespeople, then there will be development of tourism industry. Travel and tourism industry will develop, isn't it? Because of salesmanship. That is another that is importance to the society. Last one is product standardization. Product standardization. When the sales increases, automatically the demand for the product when increases, automatically there will be more production. The volume of production will increase, isn't it? When volume of production increases, economies of scale will enter, it will come into picture, and cost of production declines, and the manufacturer will be interested to do the changes in the product, like giving best quality product. So what are the other things that can be added to the product? How to make the product a fine quality one, better quality one? In that way, they will do the research and they will come out with the best quality product for the customers. When the customer uses, the people, society uses the products, their standard of living will increase. The living standards of the people will increase. That is another importance of salesmanship or personal selling. Now, let us move on to the next part, that is next concept, sales promotion. Sales promotion. Sales promotion does not mean that giving promotion to sales. No, it is not like that. Sales promotion is all those efforts that are initiated by the manufacturers, dealers, or any other people who are involved in the sale of the products or marketing field, isn't it? Other than advertising, salesmanship, and publicity. Other than these three, that is advertising, salesmanship, and publicity, any efforts initiated by the manufacturer or the people who are involved in the chain of distribution to increase the sale of the product are called sales promotion measures. It's called sales promotion. So it should not be advertising, it should not be personal selling, and it should not be publicity. But something is made, some efforts are put forward, some strategies applied which increases the sales, then it is called sales promotion. It is called sales promotion. That is the meaning of sales promotion. Is very clear? Yes. Now, moving on to what are the merits of sales promotion? Attention value. Merits of sales promotion. Attention value. What do you mean by this? All the efforts that are initiated by the manufacturer or wholesaler or dealers to increase the sale of a product, I told you, is called sales promotion. When the strategy is initiated by them, the product gets attracted by the people. because of some sort of discount given, cash discount or say volume discount, isn't it, quantity discount, or maybe free gift, samples, contest, anything that is initiated. These are the different initiations which are coming under sales promotion. It may be in the form of dealer promotion or sales force promotion, isn't it, or customer promotion. There are three methods of increasing the sales. You can promote the dealers, you can promote the customers, isn't it, or you can promote the sales force that is involved in the chain of distribution. When it is done, the attention of the customers will be attracted towards the product, so that the product can be sold very easily. Second one is useful in new product launch. New product launch. While launching a new product in the market, sales promotion is very important, very helpful, because let me give you best example. 1 kg of detergent, maybe small sachet of shampoo free, isn't it? After using that shampoo, if the quality is really good, then what will you do? You will go and ask the retailer, that shampoo which I got yesterday as free, whether it is available commercially, isn't it? This information will be passed on by the retailer to the manufacturer, that the shampoo sachet actually it is given not for making you happy, but it is given as a new product launch. New product cannot be sold easily in the market. So what they will do is they will give it as a free gift along with product complement, along with the product, one more product will be, that is product combination we call it as. And after using that product, the result will be asked by the retailer, which will be immediately passed on to the manufacturer. And if there is positive results by all the customers, from all the customers, then the product will be commercialized. Production will be started on commercial lines. That is, a huge quantity will be produced, and then it will be sold to the sent to the market, and it will be sold in the market, because it is the requirement of the people, isn't it? So that is when new products are launched, sales promotion techniques are very useful. So sales promotion helps in launching a new product in the market. Third one is synergy in total promotional efforts. Synergy in total promotional activities, promotional efforts. That is, when you introduce all these sales promotion measures, there will be totally change in the enthusiasm of the people, that may be dealer, maybe the customer, isn't it, or maybe the sales force. The people who are involved in the chain of distribution, they will get motivated to sell, because they will get something. If they do, they will get something. When it's like a child, you are taming the child, isn't it? If you do this homework, I will give you a chocolate, isn't it? A bar of chocolate, or I will take you outside, and you can have 1 plate of gobi Manchurian, isn't it? So these are the offers. In the same way, we will make the sales force or the dealer get motivated by giving them extra benefits. When someone is getting extra benefit for extra work, extra efforts, then they will be motivated. You need not have to supervise them. They themselves will do the work, and they will earn revenue. They will earn money, isn't it? So that is another benefit of sales promotion to the people. Now moving on to the dark side of sales promotion, or limitations. What are the demerits of sales promotion? First one, reflects crisis. reflects crisis. What do you mean by crisis? That is, it creates an impression that when you give additional benefit or extra quantity or discount or all these things, when you offer these things to the customers, customers may feel that there is no sale for them, so they are doing this. When you give anything free, isn't it, there is no value for that. Like when we give free coaching, isn't it, students will not value that. They value only when they pay 6,000 per subject outside. Am I correct? Yes. After all, what will happen? They will get jumbled. There will be total confusion. Tuition or class, ultimately the student will fail again. That will happen because the student cannot concentrate neither in tuition nor in class, because both methods may be changed, isn't it? So they will not get adjusted to any system, and after all they will go out of the system. That will happen. In the same way here, when you give benefits, free items or free quantity, cash discount or reduced price off, isn't it? When you give all these things, the customer may feel that product is not good, so they are giving all these things. There will be negative, that is publicity of the product. Negative information spreads or rumors will spread in the market, which is not good for the organization. Second one is spoils product image. Spoils product image. Suppose standard products, if there is an announcement that 50% off, what do you think? Product is not good. Maybe one lot of product is totally collapsed, so they are giving it at an offer, isn't it? Some discount is given just because of that. Product is not good. Quality has been decreased. Something is done. Some cheaper items, raw materials have been added in the product. Because of that, they are giving discount. All these negative information will come, and ultimately it collapses the image of the product itself. The product image in the market gets collapsed, and the demand will fall instead of rise, isn't it? So that is that is a limitation of sales promotion. Only 2 points are given in your reader. Now let us know the different methods of sales promotion, commonly used sales promotion activities. These are all known to us, but let us put it in point ways. First one, rebate. Rebate. That is offering products at special prices. But most of the times what happens is that your take the case of Colgate, isn't it? I think around 99 rupees now for medium pouch, isn't it? It was 49, raised to 52, like that, increases day by day. But what they will do is, while increasing the price, instead of writing it earlier, suppose 99 rupees per tube, isn't it? Now what they will do is, they will make it as 120, and there will be cross mark over that, isn't it? And they will write 110. You will think that 10 rupees reduced. Colgate, very good company. I am not speaking about that company only. This is a general trend in the market. Any product for that matter. This is what the trend is. So 110, isn't it? Then we will think that 10 rupees reduced, but actually what happened here, 11 rupees increased. 99 to 110 actually. They put it as 120 and put cross mark and written 110, because you never know whether 120 was there for the product or not. You never know. You won't remember, isn't it? Because you will purchase once in a month or once in a fortnight, isn't it? Like that. Then who is cheated now? Customer. By giving a rebate, isn't it? But Sometimes they will give genuine concessions, special prices during the maybe any festival, maybe Christmas, isn't it, or maybe Diwali offers or Ramzan offers, like that they will give, they will prepare such techniques, activities, and they will make money or they will increase their sales. Target will be different, isn't it? The motive behind this is, this may be different, to increase the sales or maybe to increase the profits or maybe to give some benefits to the customers, isn't it? So this is called rebate. Sometimes they will give you rebate vouchers. That is very difficult because they will give you rebate vouchers. You can buy shoe and get 20% discount on that. They will specify some there is branded shoes, 2 or 3 branded shoes you have to purchase from there only, isn't it? And with one product, when you buy 2000 worth product, then one voucher can be used, rebate voucher. You cannot use all the vouchers at a time for one sale. So like that they will give rebate vouchers. That is one of the sales promotion methods. Second one is discount. This you know it very well, that is giving discount on the MRP, maximum retail price. They will give some sort of discount, especially in case of a jewelry you can see, isn't it, cash discount, quantity discount. If you purchase more quantity, then they will give you, that is quantity discount, or cash discount will be given to those who pay the amount in cash. Maybe online payment is made, isn't it, or cash is paid at the counter. On that maybe 5%, 2%, 3%, 10% discount will be given. So the reduction in the MRP is called, that is discount. Third one is refunds. This is another method of sales promotion where after you will have to pay the entire amount, full amount. Then when you produce the package or that is printed matter, something will be there, or special sticker will be attached. When you show that sticker to the retailer or the wholesaler, or if you post it to the manufacturer, you will get a compliment product or you will get some amount back. Maybe you might have paid 10,000 while purchasing. Now 500 rupees will be directly credited to your account. Like that, such systems are called refunds. That is returning a part of the price paid by the customer while purchasing the product on production of certain proof. On production of certain proof, the amount, a part of the amount will be returned to the customer. That is called refund. That is another method of sales promotion. Next one is product combination. Product combination. Buy 5 kg refined oil, isn't it, and get one Everest masala free. 100 grams masala worth rupees this much is free, isn't it? Like that, that is product combination. You cannot get that Everest masala unless you purchase 5 kgs of that is refined oil. Like that, you or buy 5 liters of petrol and get this product free, maybe oil free along with that, isn't it? All these are product combination. When you buy one product, along with that one more product will come at free of cost, but that free of cost product will not be given at free of cost unless you buy the main product. That will be given only when you buy the main product, isn't it? Thus there is a small product which is a combination, which is at free of cost, will not be given as a charity. It will be given only when you buy that particular, the main product. When you buy, then only it will be given. So that is called product combination. Buy 4 Santoor soaps and get one pen free, 10 rupees worth pen free, isn't it? Like that, there are many product combinations available in the market. That is to push the sales. Then next one is quantity gift. Quantity gift. Mostly this will be done on this food items, isn't it? Snacks, especially like chips and all these things, isn't it? 20% extra. Colgate 20% extra at the same price, at the same previous price. Quantity of the product is increased, price is not increased. Sometimes what happens, they will increase the price also, they will increase the quantity also, they will not highlight the price, they will highlight the quantity increased. Slowly they will reduce the quantity to the original level only, isn't it? That is also there. Be careful. See the quantity also, see the price also, compare, then you will come to know what is done by the seller, because there will be different strategies to increase the demand for the product. There the consumer thinks in a different way, but actually something else will be done by the manufacturer. So make sure of it. But quantity gift means giving additional quantity of product while purchasing at the same price, isn't it? Extra quantity will be added to the original quantity, that is called quantity gift. Instant draws and assured gifts. Instant draw and assured gifts. Assured gifts. Enter the shop, buy something, there will be maybe a scratch card, scratch it, something will be there. Most of the times, better luck next time, isn't it? Like in Paytm or all these things, when you transfer the money, there will be, you will get a reward. When you scratch it, there will be better luck next time. Just keep quiet then, isn't it? In the same way, when you buy the products, there will be maybe some lottery type, instant draw. You have to take one chit and see if something will be there as gift, and take that gift along with you at free of cost. That is called instant draw and assured gifts. If someone gets a very good gift, and if the person advertises or informs to their neighbor, definitely they will rush to the shop. There will be heavy rush, isn't it? Yes. Then lucky draw. Lucky draw. This is another, that is a method of sales promotion. That is, lucky draw will be there, like when you purchase, you will be given there is a ticket, a card will be given, isn't it, or a small slip will be given. There will be number on that, printed number will be there on that chit, like a lottery ticket, isn't it? And one on any maybe on a particular day, maybe festival, isn't it, Diwali, Christmas, or during that time, on a particular day, on a scheduled time, they will do the draw, and the person who gets the, that is who will be, that is having luck, they will get the, that is prize, isn't it? Maybe like here Udupi, you might have seen Pi International, isn't it? Some kgs of gold they offer. They have many outlets even in outside countries, isn't it? Foreign countries. So there will be this draw, and the person will get car, gold, or all these things. There are many prizes. So that is called lucky draw. The person who has luck will get the prize. Next one is usable benefit. Usable benefit. For purchasing this much of there's a value, this much worth products, and when you use it, isn't it, then you will get a holiday trip, maybe, isn't it? Maybe to Ooty or anywhere for that matter. That is called usable benefit. Then full finance at 0%. Full finance at 0%. At the rate of 0%. Here what they will do is, they will fix the price of the product, maybe television. Mostly in case of consumer durables, these techniques are used to push the sales, isn't it? Maybe 24,000 worth refrigerator, rupees 24,000, they will tell you to make payment in different installments, maybe 2,000 rupees installments, 12 installments will be made, and they may say that is you have to pay 4 installments on the spot. While getting the delivery of the product, you have to pay 4 installments. That is 8,000 you have to pay, and remaining, that is 16,000 pay in installments, monthly installments, isn't it, of rupees 2,000 each. But remember here what they will do is one time registration fees they will say, and there they will collect the entire interest in advance. That is that part is also there. So make sure of it. Then sampling is there. Sampling, that is free samples will be given when you purchase one product. Along with that, free samples will be given, and the feedback form may be there along with that. You just fill the feedback form and send it to the manufacturer, or give it to the retailer. Retailer in turn will give it to the manufacturer. Like detergents or shampoo or any other product for that matter, when it is a new product, then for launching that product they use a sampling method. That is, they will give product samples along with other products, or without buying any product they may give to the regular customers. The retailer may give free samples. They may tell you, just see sir, a new biscuit has arrived, a small pouch is there, a free sample, you just use it and tell me tomorrow or day after tomorrow, isn't it, like that. Then they will get the feedback, and if the feedback is good, then that information will be passed on to the manufacturer, who will start commercial production of that biscuit. So that is what sampling is. Last one is contest. Last one is contest. That is contest, so even to the sales people, sales force, isn't it? Sales force, there may be contest for effecting the sales. How much sales are effected? For that there may be competition, isn't it? For the consumers or the customers also, they may give, that is conduct a contest on a particular day, isn't it? Then the person who wins in that, he will get some product compliments, or prizes will be given, or scholarship may be given, like that to the children, isn't it? So that is called contest. These are various sales promotion methods. By using all these techniques, what the manufacturer will do is, he will motivate the sales force, he will try to motivate the dealers, he will try to motivate the people who are involved in the chain of distribution. Even the customers will be motivated to buy the product. Even the sales force, to make them motivated, isn't it, to get them motivated, these various methods will be used, so that they will be active in their work, and they will try to effect more sales. So by this, the sales can be increased by the manufacturer. We will take up publicity in the next class. Publicity and public relation, only two topics are there. I will conclude in the next class. I think one more class is required for me to cover this, complete this chapter, so that we will have only one small chapter, consumer protection, in this in business studies rather, isn't it? Yes. Take down question. Mention any five sales promotion, activities, sales promotion activities to increase sales, Submit assignment on time. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.